All right, so I'm doing an experimental reading with Canva. I'm trying this out. I'm trying different things to see what I like. I was using Clipchamp, but I'm kind of not liking that they're forcing me to save all my recordings straight to OneDrive. So I'm just exploring other options, right? So this probably won't be a super long reading. So let's do, I'm doing a quick reading. So let's see. It's Virgo. Let's do one for Virgo. Happy birthday, Virgo. Holy Spirit, can we do a love reading for Virgos? Ooh, splitting on the High Priestess with the Six of Wands. Maybe we'll check that Six of Wands. So there's a High Priestess. So High Priestess, looks like you're about to get a victory or some public recognition. That's always nice. That's a change, ain't it? Yeah. So we can get away from this Five Swords garbage energy that somebody else had us in. Alright, dude. As a Virgo, so many people are always being jealous and wanting to cause problems, and everybody wishes they could be us because they're not us. We also have a Seven of Wands here, Two of Cups reversed, and Judgment. So I feel like this Judgment and Two of Cups is actually somebody else's energy. I feel like there's somebody in your life who had hoped to come into a Two of Cups with you, and they wanted to do something official with the situation, and it's not showing yet how this is. So this is what they wanted to do, but for some reason, them wanting to do this has put you in the Seven of Wands energy, which is, yeah, now it's putting you in a situation where you're having to stand up for yourself. So something about your situation with this person, I guess, has created adversity or conflict for you. Maybe you're not really, and let's face it, right? Do Virgos need to be in competition with anybody? Never. Pretty much never, right? Because we're all high quality people. Um, Virgos are definitely the best of the best. I know that's usually a Leo trait, but let's face it. No, who wants to be? You ever hear people being super jealous of Leos and wanting to die to be a Leo so bad? Dude, whenever you hear about copycats, it's always for Virgos, right? So, I don't know. Wow. So, you know what? I feel like this energy, so there's a significant person in your life who actually has some really positive energy. Their personal energy towards you itself is positive. It's like somebody who would like to be able to take steps to do the right thing. They want to give you this Ace of Cups. Ooh, so it's a King of Swords. So it's probably somebody who doesn't mince words. Aha! So there's a King of Wands. So there is a King of Wands. Maybe you both know this King of Wands. Maybe it's somebody you guys both know, and so this King of Wands was creating a situation where you had to defend yourself, And so now we have this King of Swords who's going to step in and give you this help give you this public recognition and victory so that you can overcome this King of Wands so that you guys can move into this Ace of Cups energy. That's nice. Yes, death. So we can bring an end to whatever this garbage is, right? So let's see. Let's see. Wow. All right. So let's see. So is this reverse Seven of Wands? I mean, this King of Wands in reverse. See, somebody who didn't have enough desire to make something work properly. And so he was losing. And so he didn't want this high priestess energy to be recognized and or have the victory with anybody else. That's not unusual. Yeah. Cuffing season, exactly. This King of Swords, dudes, whoever you are, you have a King of Swords in your life and he wants to lock this down. He don't want you singing all the single ladies no more. He's like, no, thank you. Yeah. So this may have been somebody who was previously running from you. So, or hopefully this King of Swords. So if this person was previously running away from you in this connection, I personally, you know what? This may not be the advice that everybody would give you, but I would say if you have somebody who was a runner and they're coming back to make it legit, I feel like when this person comes back, they really need to acknowledge that running away. You know what? They need to acknowledge that. I feel like you need that validation, that because otherwise, how are you going to trust, like, so this person wants to come in and cuff you up, which is like, oh, okay, well, this is what you always wanted from them. But, I mean, how can you trust it, you know? How can you go, yeah, so see this person, they want that affection from you. And they plan to keep it real with you. Okay, well, part of keeping it real is going to be, oh, so yeah, they had that fear and intimacy, so they were running away. Which, I mean, that's not unusual. People with fear of intimacy do tend to run away. I don't know, maybe you had a situation where they felt like you were kind of running away too. And maybe you did. Maybe you also had a little bit of fear of intimacy. Maybe they can see in you that you guys share some of this. Yeah, you guys had some similar wounds, but besides your wounds, you have some true love here, you know? So, so whoever this King of Swords is, I feel like the King of Swords is the energy for you, and this King of Wands in reverse is this other person. So I don't know if, ooh, there was also some timing at play. So, sorry, I know you see like all these snacks around here because I work from home. So like my workspace is like full of snacks. So I'm about to wrap this up real soon. And I was going to use one of these Isis Oracle cards to wrap this up with. I feel like, you know what, that thought came to me before, that like this King of Wands, both you and the King of Swords may both, you guys might both know this King of Wands who's been causing problems and created a situation that's requiring you to need to stand up for yourself. Take a stand. But let's good on this King of Swords, okay? And King of Swords, if you're a cross watcher and happen to listen to this, good on you, dude. Please take the stand. Please defend this High Priestess, you know? Because sometimes, even though the High Priestess is somebody who knows a lot, and they can see through a lot of garbage, for some reason, and especially for Virgos, it always seems like other people are not willing to look at anything from a perspective that we're trying to give them, you know? Ooh, we have a scarab coming out. That's probably good luck. Scarabs were considered a major thing back in the day. Oh, I feel like that's for you. I'm going to read that. I'm going to take it. So we'll give it up to one more, then I'll read these and we'll wrap this out. So, and I'll see how I like the presentation of this. Wonder if, since I felt led to use this deck, if I should go find. Okay. Alrighty. So, yeah, I feel like this King of Wands, maybe both of you have known them. Maybe you've known them at different times. So first alright. So this is for the High Priestess, and these are for the King of Swords. So King of Swords, we have this is healing the divine masculine. It says the divine masculine within provides protection, discernment, healing, and a sense of deep safety and holding. even through the most uncomfortable circumstances of life. Your inner masculine is going through healing right now and growing stronger in the ability to offer you inner protection and stability so that your inner feminine can blossom and express creative expression. And then we have this one, which says, stay true and be in your power. You are a sovereign divine being with spiritual authority and freedom within. You do not need permission from anyone to be who you are and live your life as you so choose. This is your divine birthright. Guard it as the precious treasure that it is, and remember that you are a divine being free to be you. And this is for the High Priestess. We got a little scarab action out here, and it says life restored. And it says spiritual resurrection is gifted to you now. Whatever part of you or your life you thought to be dead is being revived and will flourish back into life. And just as the phoenix rises from the fire, transitioning from death into life, so too will you rise again, healed and renewed. And I love this. So on the one hand, you have the divine masculine who's in his healing, and you have a high priestess who is healing. This is a really nice balance. I really like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. So maybe so maybe this healing and running game, this is healing the divine masculine energy within you. It's helping you to not feel like you have to run away anymore. I feel like this keep it 100 is also resounding in the stay true to you and your power. So I feel like this is really, even though we did have this third energy present here, I feel like it's not gonna be a thing much longer. Oh yeah, look, is there some Knight of Pentacles with the Two of Pentacles? So I don't know if this is another person that, this may be another person that High Priestess knows. This could also be this this King of Wands in reverse was trying to like make himself appear to be like a Knight of Pentacles who is really just still juggling this High Priestess. But I feel really confident in this King of Swords for some reason, and I feel like whatever this King of Wands in reverse person was doing, it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Nobody cares. They're gonna be irrelevant. This eclipse is coming up, and it's going to completely just that's it. They just, yeah, they're done. They're done. And this King of Swords is going to help them be done if they're not prepared to do it on their own. There was some timing in play, but I believe that time for you guys to come together is here. And congratulations, and I hope you guys have a happy and blessed life, and I'll see you on the next one.